This is Ruth Schmuff from Bedecked and Bedazzled, and I am going to show you how to make a bow with ribbon on a needlepoint canvas. So we're going to start by anchoring a length of 13 millimeter ribbon behind the bow. I tie a knot, place the knot somewhere behind the bow. Start with a little tacking stitch in the center. This is just going to hold everything secure so that you don't have to worry about things pulling, because it takes a good bit of pulling to get 13 millimeter ribbon to go through 18 count canvas. So little tiny stitch, bring your needle up near the edge of what would be the knot in your bow, pull the ribbon through, lay it flat, go down in the same hole or an adjacent hole. Now, at this point, you want to make sure that your ribbon loop is the length and the flatness that you want. So I just keep my finger in there to hold it where I want it and lay it flat. Come up again in the middle of the bow, pull it through, and now you're going to take a tacking stitch into that loop. The further you go into the loop, the flatter it's going to lay. So if I go really far into the loop, it's going to lay super flat. If I only go a little bit into the loop, it will loft up more. So you have to make a judgment call here as to how far into the loop you want to go so that it will lay flat and cover the paint beneath it, and just pull it straight through. Now in this case, because our bow is wide, we're going to do 2 of these. Needle up, fold it, make sure that they align, needle back down. Untwist your ribbon, make sure it does everything that you want it to do, and again, lay it flat. You can see it is kind of hard to pull through, but it's manageable. And take your tacking stitch. You can get fancy. You can lay both of your loops at the same time, overlapping the ribbon, and then do 1 tacking stitch. So in this case, this loop clearly sits on top of that guy. We could have made 2 loops, linked them together, and then done 1 tacking stitch through both. When it comes to the tails of the bow, those are going to be Japanese ribbon stitches. And again, I'm using 7 millimeter ribbon. So needle up, lay it flat, and depending upon which way you want your ribbon to twist, you're going to control where you put the needle down. So I want it to fold slightly this way. So I put my tacking stitch toward the left-hand side so that when I pull through, it curls up. You can do another one to make a longer tail, because a lot of times your ribbon is painted so that it's got flow and movement. So we can do another one to cover more area, and again, let it curl in the same or the opposite direction. The most important thing with ribbon is don't pull too tight. You want loft. You want this to sit above the canvas. When the loops and the tails are done, you'll move back to the center part. That's the last step. And you can either put a pom-pom in there and stitch over it to give it more height, or you can just start doing long stitches. We'll pretend the other side of my bow is finished. So there could be a pom-pom under there or not. And you just finish it off with a center knot. So that's all there is to it. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye.